Hello, gaming, and welcome back to Mass Effect. So, I basically spent an entire week, just mining resources, and now we're back. I had a new message in the terminal, and I went to check it, and it turned out to be an entire side story mission. So I reloaded and restarted as if I haven't answered it. So we're about to answer that story mission now. Here we go.
Incoming message from Admiral Stephen Hack at Alliance HQ.
Commander Shepard, I need to discuss a sensitive matter with you privately.
I'll take this in my quarters.
So I finally realized why I don't really like these loading screens, and it's because they take you out of the game. Literally, I'm no longer immersed when I see them.
Commander, thank you for your time. I'll keep this brief. We have a deep cover operative out in Batarian space. Name's Dr. Amanda Kenson. Dr. Kenson recently reported that she found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion.
So why call me?
Just this morning I received word that the Batarians arrested her. They're holding her in a secret prison outpost on terrorism charges. I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there. As a favor to me, I'm asking you to go in alone.
I have a hell of a squad with me. I'm sure they'd help out.
Kenson is my friend. If the Batarians see a squad of armed soldiers, they'll kill her. This is serious, Commander. Go in with discretion, or don't go at all.
Okay, terrorism charges.
What is Dr. Kenson actually doing out there?
She's a deep cover operative, Shepard. We talk only when we have to. I'd heard she was investigating a rumor of a Reaper artifact in the system. Her last report said she'd found it.
Okay, Dr. Amanda Kenson.
What else can you tell me about the operative?
Amanda's a top scientist and Alliance agent working in Batarian space. It's a deadly assignment, and she's one of the few up to the challenge. She and I go back pretty far, Commander. I won't let her rot away in a Batarian torture camp.
Of course, Reaper invasion.
I thought the Alliance denies the Reaper threat. That must be some proof she found.
Kenson's team found an artifact out in Batarian space. She believes it's a Reaper device, proof that the Reapers are indeed planning to invade. I've known her a long time. If she says she has proof, it's worth checking out.
And Batarian relations.
The Batarians won't take kindly to the Alliance breaking into a secret prison.
This is not an Alliance operation. It's one person going in alone to save a friend. If it were an official mission, of course the Batarians would be upset. You keep this quiet, Shepard, and there's nothing to worry about.
I'll save her.
I'll make this a priority.
The prison is hidden underground in a Batarian outpost on Aratat. I'll upload the coordinates now. Once she's secure, confirm her discovery. We'll debrief you when you're back.
Got it.
Hackett out.
Okay. I need to fill my fish tank again. Alright, let's open the terminal. Encrypted transmission from Elusive Man. Shepard, I see you awaken Akir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign in this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you've got my support. We need every weapon we can get in this battle. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially on collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you are in charge. Sure. Can you help? From Robin Reevy. Commander, the Alliance soldier here gave me this contact information. I hope this reaches you. You said you were trying to stop those collectors. They took my son and my brother. Have you found them? Do you know where they are? I know you're looking, but so many people are just gone. Every family lost someone. The children are the worst. Empty desks at the schools, winter clothes that never got worn. Please, the Alliance isn't doing anything. The Council isn't doing anything. If you can find our people, I'm begging you to do something. Tell me something I can do. Tell me anything. Robin Reeve. Shadow Broker Intel. To Shepard from Cerberus Information Processing. We are aware that your old friend Liara Tassoni has been hunting for the Shadow Broker for several years. We wouldn't mind helping her in that hunt. Given the broker's past work for the Collectors, we recently uncovered some information that might give Liara a lead on where to find the Shadow Broker's base of operations. But unfortunately, she doesn't have much faith in Cerberus Intel. If you'd visit Ilium and pass it on to her as a gesture of goodwill, we'd appreciate it. Alright. So we know Liara's available, well, not available, but is somewhere on Ilium. Alright, first things first, we need to go to Morden's lab. And, actually I could have done that from my computer. I prefer doing it from the lab anyway. Let's see here. Sorry, auto door. Alright, so we got a bunch of resources now. Definitely want to get headshot damage up first. That's everything we got there. Nothing there. I can get the med bay upgrade even though I don't need it at this point. We'll get that. Prototypes. Nope, not advanced training. Krogan shotgun, we'll get that. There we go. Cane. Yeah, we'll get that. Okay, so that's everything we can get right now. I need to stop by the Citadel to get more fish. I don't think... Oh, that's right.
Miranda wants to see you.
Miranda wants to see me, okay. Hold on.
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Caden Olenko was there. How did that go?
Doing well.
It was good to see you.
That's good to hear. Anyway, how may I help?
How is the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Operative Lawson would like to see you at her station on the crew deck. Operative Taylor would like to see you over in the armory. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Alright, so we got 2 loyalty missions for Miranda and Taylor.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duty.
Left a note with Chambers.
The yeoman said you wanted to see me. What's this about, Jacob?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night.
What's up?
Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
But you don't want to find him?
I think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Possible Cerberus connection.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operations stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
Okay. Relationship with father.
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it. Even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am. And as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
Alright, let's go take a look.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Alright. So, Jacob has just received a distress signal from a ship carrying his father.
Miranda wants to see you.
Yes, thank you, Kelly. Alright, let's go to the crew quarters.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the Collectors right now.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
Alright, Miranda, what do you got?
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking for your help. I don't like discussing personal matters, but this is important.
Of course.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father? Building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe, until now. She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
Only not anymore.
So you think your father has tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close. I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
Miranda's sister?
What do you know about your sister?
She's my genetic twin. We're identical. But she deserves a normal life, and she's going to get it no matter what.
Relocation.
Does your sister's family know about this? Are they okay with being relocated?
They know nothing. They're completely uninvolved. Normal. I told Cerberus, and they're coming up with a positive reason to move the family.
I can help.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in a lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
Alright. Okay, first, let's see here. Yeah, I can't use the equipment. Which I'm not surprised about. My scars are already gone because... Oh no, wait. Heal scars. Permanently heal facial scarring and remove all evidence of cybernetic implants. Yes. There we go. Whether or not it was fully healed, it is now. I am looking sharp. Alright. See, I want to go down to engineering for a second. Because I haven't spoken with Grunt just yet.
Shepard,
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
the hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
Any other human imprints?
What other human info was floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
You have no reaction?
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak.
And yet you became strong.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
I like that. Alright. Let's see what these two have to say about our Krogan friend.
So, Kenan, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What? If she touches anything, I'll kill her.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink, hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
Alright. I think what I'd like to do first is the loyalty missions. At the very least, I want to get, well, no. First things...
No messages.
Thank you, Kelly. First thing we're gonna do is go to the Citadel. See, I've got fuel and probes, okay. Oh, no, that's over here, not here, okay. I'm going to the Citadel, I'm gonna buy my fish, and call it good. That's the only thing I really need from here. Unless, of course, I missed something on a mission. Which is entirely possible. That's the reason why the gift shop exists, is to sell you the things that you missed. Locked in. Okay, who are we taking? Since I'm gonna be using these two on a mission soon, I'd better level them up. There we go. Okay, you got 4 points. Just auto level. That's all that really matters. Same with you. As much as I would love to save those points for your new stuff, we'll get to that eventually. Loadouts, katana shotgun. Oh, I should have brought, Grunt. Carnfax and Locust, okay. We're all good. Just here to buy some fish for the tank. Mostly so the next time I talk with Kelly, I can hopefully get her to
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the
feed my fish.
But I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Unfortunately, sir, biotics can be used as a weapon. The rules require me to confiscate all amps. Could you please hand over yours?
I don't have one. I'm not a biotic.
Oh. Well, when you objected, I thought...
You humans are all racist.
Alright, what's the news? Oh.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. CSEC has reported the disappearance of a sanitation worker on Kithoy Ward. Denaria Claris failed to return from her shift during the third watch. Her assignment took her near the Keeper's area of the ward, and it is feared her corpse might have been taken to the protein vats for recycling.
That's not good. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's get... Ooh, we got new fish. And a Sovereign model. And a hot plate. Alright, let's get that. Let's get the Sovereign model. Sure, I missed that on some planet that I was on. Okay. Now we got two kinds of fish that can die.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Alright. Let's head out. You know, it might be worth... Yeah, it might be worth doing that. Okay. For some reason I want to talk with Joker. To see what he and Edie are up to.
I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
It's true. She is very unique.
Hey, Commander. It's, pretty crazy the people you can run into out here, huh? I mean, it was probably a setup or something, but it was still good to see Caden. Staff Commander Alenko, wasn't it?
Still friends. Barely.
He moved on. I can't blame him.
He was in line with you against a Reaper, and I'm the one who gets roped back into saving the galaxy? Did someone switch our files?
You're the force that pulls it all together.
Yeah, it sucks, I'll give you that.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Shh.
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
I am always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you.
Alrighty then. Glad I got his take on, Caden. I'm assuming that you all have probably noticed at this point that Shepard tends to stare or try to look back at the person he most recently spoke with, and that's why his head is always kind of tilted to the side looking back. Every single time I leave someone that I just spoke with. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff to do on Ilium. There's 2 people to recruit. There's help Miranda and give Liara the intel. Jacob is way out over here. We could also recruit Tali, and then, which is here, and then investigate Project Overlord here. This is another DLC mission. I said I wanted to do the loyalty missions first, so I'm gonna go help Jacob first. Okay. So, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and we have to go further out into the middle of nowhere. There we go. There's only 2 planets in this system. Let's save all of my probes for this place.
I have detected an anomaly.
Of course you are.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
34087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. back. Registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MSV.
Alright, so we gotta hit that with the probe.
I have found something.
Now we can land on the planet. And also, now he stops talking.
Probe launched.
Alright, so we're basically just mining the planet now. Whoa, there's a big spike.
Probe launched.
Alright, since this was a rich planet to begin with, that's why we're mining everything. Because it's resources we could use, so... There we go.
Probe away.
We could always use more platinum, since it seems to be the main ingredient for everything.
Launching probe.
Why is it that the hardest thing for us to find is always... the one that you need the most?
Probe launched. Probe away.
So, are you guys glad that I didn't make you watch literally a week's worth of me doing this? I'm glad I didn't make you watch a week's worth of me doing this. Like I said, I can't remember if they make you do this the same way in number 3 or not. I thought it was improved somehow, but for the life of me, I can't remember how. You know? It makes sense that putting down probes like this is a good way to mine and locate things on the planet. Wow, that's a massive one right there.
Probe launched.
Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Once you find a big one like that, usually it takes it down a notch. Yep, there we go. Alright.
Launching probe.
Remember, just because it says it's poor doesn't mean there's not at least one more big one out there.
Probe away.
We're getting back around to the other stuff. Yeah, let's use this one here.
Probe launched.
Now, that tiny little thing got us depleted.
Probe away.
I'm guessing there might still be one big one left. No, I think that's it. Alright, now we can land. Excuse me, I didn't want to leave orbit. Alright, here we go. I remembered something important. We have to take Jacob because this is his loyalty mission. Who else do we want to take? Usually I take Garrus, but I remembered something, so I'm going to take Miranda. Exit. Stage left. Alright, here we go.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Alright. Let's see, I want you on the shotgun. Miranda, you can stick with the pistol.
Sure thing.
Alright, I don't think there's anything of interest over here. There is not. Okay, moving on. That bush is a bush.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Yeah.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Yeah, they would have. So why is it taking them 10 years? Let's see, there's parts to salvage, so we'll do that. Before before we look at you, let's go over here. Partial officer's log.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
That doesn't sound good. Alright, let's see here. Partial crew log.
She threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Doctor's logs.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Okay then. Let's see here. PDA. Okay, looking for blue and orange. This one. And this one. And this one. Easy enough. Way too easy. Partial crew log.
You can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Alright, let's see what this VI has to say.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols, other flag issues, unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols. Local food and neural decay.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Of course. Emergency command protocols.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Okay. Unsafe deceleration.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and...
Of course. Theoretical recommendations?
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Okay, beacon activation protocols.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gurns, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Okay, so they got it up and running after 3 years, but it wasn't activated for another 8 years. Or after 2 years. Or maybe a year. 300 days would be... No, anyway. Let's go.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Yeah.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Calm down.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Trouble coming!
Alrighty. See, actually, yeah. This will be the better choice. Why did you get out of cover? Oops. You must stop. Wow, really? I have just lost all my patience, apparently. Yeah, why not?
Got him!
That's why not.
Got him!
Alright, wait for my shields to recharge. Would you stop moving?
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Okay, let's see what we can find. More salvage. Don't need any more of that. Strip mech.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
They must be.
Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Yeah, we all do. Here we go.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
Except they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
That's not a good sign.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
Yeah, it does. Alright, food stores.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Yep.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here. He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Punishing? Yeah, I definitely need some Metagel, I noticed. I've only got... Well, I only had one.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Yeah.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
Alright, that seems like bad. More parts to salvage. See what's over here. Mech.
Weapons are forbidden.
I got it!
Are forbidden.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Sounds like he cracked.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Treating neural decay.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see...
Separating the women.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
Other officers.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does this make sense to you?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Yeah. Inactive map set to explode. Always save the short one for last. Whoa, move away, move away, move away.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free. God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Bodies.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Incoming!
Firing.
On target!
Here goes.
Careful, I automated my defenses after the crew turned violent.
He had plenty of choices.
A little late to blame the victims.
Yeah, just a bit.
Have a nice trip!
Dang it, Jacob. Oh.
Make activity.
Yep, I knew it was that direction.
Enemy down.
This is valuable.
Really?
Hostile forces have engaged.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come. He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Yep. Now that it's gotten too dangerous for him.
Incoming!
I got it.
Moving up.
Member offline.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me. Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Yeah, it's about to get worse. Oh yeah, he's literally throwing people away. Grab at the big one.
Combat drone, watch out.
Combat drones! I've got it. Nice.
Can't see anything.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Yeah. Alright, let's see now. Come on, would you take the stupid... There you go. I saw a pad over here somewhere. Kept seeing it when I was looking from here. Aha. Alright, let's get the Ezo. Let's check this pad. Ah. That gave us access. Hence why it was labeled access. Alright, the only man who survived being brain rotted. All the luxuries he could afford.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. Toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
I'm Shepard. You know Jacob.
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
Decade, Taylor. Why?
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Other officers.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
Time and food reserves.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you.
Yep. We're starting time apart.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Hunters.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can undo the damage.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Can't escape the law now.
We'll secure him for an alliance accord. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Yep. Jacob now has barrier. He's got a new outfit as well. And we got some new stuff. Wonderful.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Good job.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not.
But you knew about it.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
The obvious insider.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You alright?
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Surprised about Miranda?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Of course. Let's go.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard.
You're welcome.
Anytime, Jacob.
There it is. Jacob is officially loyal. Alright. I think I got... yeah, pistol damage. AP heavy pistol. Alright, I think that's all we got there. really like to get that. Don't have enough palladium yet. Whee! Alright, Denny, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!